Ohio, West Virginia. Uh, Good morning to Lafayette Parish, surrounding all those that's listening to us on the World Wide Web. I want to say good morning to you guys. This morning we are going to be a part of Dr. Martin Luther King and all that he was all about, plus a few other things. And guess what I got? I got a 2 hour show this morning. So if you missed some of it on the first hour, you could pick it up on the second hour. And I want to thank AOC and the staff and members here that allowed me to do the 2 hour show on Friday. We're going to come on at 10, from 10 to 12. So, and I'm going to keep announcing it during the show for all those that didn't pick it up at the beginning of the show. But y'all know it's Friday. Last Friday we missed igniting our spirit because of little illness. But this morning we're going to be igniting our spirit. Prayer warrior, ignite our spirit this morning, please.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Brother Jay.
Good morning. How you doing, sister?
I'm doing good, sweetie. I have this precious word for us this morning,
Okay.
and it says, you cannot serve two masters.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
If I am truly your master, you will desire to please me above all others. If pleasing people is your goal, you will be enslaved to them. People can be harsh taskmasters when you give them this power over you.
Mm-hmm.
If I am if I am the master of your life, I will also be your first love. Your serving me is noted and grounded in my vast, unconditional love for you. The lower you bow down before me, the higher I lift you up into intimate relationship with me. The joy of living in my presence outshines all other pleasures. I want you to reflect my joyous light by living in increased intimacy with me. Now this can be found in Matthew 6 to 24, Revelations 2 to 4, Ephesians chapter 3, verse 16 to 17, and Psalm 16. I'm going to wait and give you guys another reading while it's called for it. So I don't want to just go into it real heavy right now.
Well, we got 2 hours this morning, and we're
Okay.
gonna have 2 hours. So in the second hour, I'll ask you to read another prayer to get our second hour ignited, and we'll make it from there. I thank you.
Absolutely.
I thank you. I love you for igniting
I
our
love
spirit.
you guys too. Thank you,
You
sweetie.
know, so, but until then, you know, we're gonna let it go like it is. I hope everybody's spirit have been ignited. I want to say good morning to Chuck, Kate, and Richard, my family, all those that's tuning in this morning. You know, I want to say happy birthday to Dr. King. You know,
Oh, that's right.
yeah. Good morning, Paul, out of Lake Charles.
Good morning.
Paul.
Well, that was a
Paul.
powerful prayer to that prayer war, Brother Valo. Wireless man, that's great news to have a 2 hour show. And I want to open up with Love Friday Agape.
All right. That's the way it's supposed to go. You know, we got a lot of things that's coming for 2025, Project 2025. We got the inauguration of y'all president, Trump, you know, but I want to say I hope that we all have a wonderful holiday for Dr. King. He was, as far as I'm concerned, the Black Messiah. You know, he came and he brought a lot of things to us that we didn't know nothing about, and a lot of things that we should have knew about that we didn't know. So all these things. And I also want to say good morning to Brother Jay.
Good morning, brother.
Hey, man.
I like brother.
It's always a pleasure, to have you sitting next to me, because I know it is called a no-nonsense show, and that's the way it's gonna be. So we're gonna keep on doing what we're doing, but this morning we're gonna talk about some of the ills that's going on in our community, the ills that's going on in our government, state, local, and national. Everybody's arguing with everybody, and they got some people want to argue, and they're not in government. They just want to have something to say. That we don't care about, and all those that's caring about it, I don't know what to say about it, but we're going to keep on doing what we're doing. Long as we keep igniting our spirit in the Word of God, that's the most important thing to me, and getting something across for everybody to hear and understand. Brother Jay, what you think about all this government stuff that Jeff Landry is trying to do, things that's not happening here? They're talking about the Lake Charles Bridge. They're talking about the Baton Rouge Bridge. They're talking about moving the homeless from around the Super Bowl, the Superdome. I was asked the question, where are they putting them at?
Right.
Well, from what I gathered, they got a big fenced-in yard. They're going to put them all there, and I guess they're going to have security.
Concentration camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right now. All right now.
Okay, and that's what it's going to be. I hope they have the
Oh,
facility.
they giving them bus tickets to get out of town. Get out of town before sundown.
Yeah, well, they going back to.
Sundown town. They done made New Orleans a sundown town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The greatest city in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great American city.
Yes, sir. So I don't know if they're going to let them back out when the Super Bowl is over with or what. I just hope they have the facilities around there for them to use,
Right.
the bathroom, what they call them, porta potties and things like this here, because a lot of time when they get people like that, they misuse them and abuse them,
Well, with that said, Brother Wilder, I want to thank the staff. You and I want to
Yeah.
thank the staff and management of AOC Community Media, Cox 15, LUS, Channel 3 in Lafayette. Please consider supporting community-based media. It is very important in the year 2025 coming up.
Yeah.
Mainstream media, in my opinion, has fallen off. They have normalized the craziness that's going to be coming out of Washington, D.C. They have normalized the illegal things, the corrupt people that are being put in place. So we need to take charge of what we consume and what our young people consume and make sure we dealing with fair, logical, and factual media in the next couple of months coming up.
And also, if you want to be a part of AOC, $25 will get you to have a show, to get you to have access to all the
membership.
all the equipment here. So we got to understand what's really going on. And the Community Matters show, I feel that we are trying to bring things that's going on in our community that we should talk about, that we should know about, but a lot of time nobody wants to take responsibility for bringing out the ills that we have in our community.
As I toot my own horn, people, go online to AOC Community Media, www.aocinc.org. Just do a search on Google. Go to one of the pages that now is live and in effect, where you can vote for the upcoming awards of the best shows or the show that you have interest in on AOC. All the shows are pretty good, hopefully.
Yeah.
But try to support the Community Matters Show by going and vote for the Community Matters Show on AOC website for the upcoming awards program coming up.
All right, Brother Jay, appreciate that. And you have shows, you and Sister Khadijah, Brother Darrell, Mr. Kevin. We all have shows trying to...
Even the Voices of African Americans, John Best and Sister Jamila.
Yep. They got white shows. You know, whatever toot your horn,
Yes.
you know, do that. And I hope I've been tooting you guys' horn so y'all could vote for the Community Matters Show.
Show.
And I appreciate it, and I hope those that's listening right now understand how Brother Jay just said to do it. So, Brother Jay, we got Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King Day is coming up, and on the same day that we're going to have some thunderstorms or snow, whatever. Well, no, I'm talking about Trump.
Yeah.
I didn't want to mention this word on that level. And I did say I was going to try to stay away from, but the whole overall influence, and we got this paperwork here about all the things that the upcoming Congress is proposing to take what you call a chainsaw to. You got Medicaid cuts. People remember that. Strengthen the Medicaid program, nearly $900 billion a year government health insurance program, along with regulated children health insurance, serves 79 million mostly low-income and disabled Americans. The proposal includes rolling back the Affordable Care Act, which is what they call Obamacare.
Okay.
You know, they want to do away with that. Also, they want to do away with let's see, we got Medicaid. I got the whole list of stuff that we not going to take too much time. Look, they want to add more work requirements. If you're disabled and sick, and they want you to work anyway. Yeah. Work for your food. Shifting block grants, shifting some of the funding to block grants, and that could be people, private entities that they choose. You know. Cutting the ACA Medicaid funding, that's another part of the Medicaid stuff. Just go look up ACA Medicaid funding. Lowering federal matching funds for, you know, if you're getting some, if the state is getting some allocations of money for certain programs, they want to lower the funds that they're supposed to be matching. You know, I mean, it's endless. Go and look it up. The proposals that could be coming to Congress, even Paul, I know Paul would agree that's very alarming.
Well,
very alarming. That's in our demise as citizens. Because man, it got serious, brother.
Well, you know, I say all those that wanted Trump in office, now that he is in office, he's gonna be neglecting all of us. You understand me? Because as far as I'm concerned, during his inauguration, he's coming in with a vengeance. Day one, he's coming in with a vengeance, y'all.
Not only that, Brother Wallace, the people he's putting on these committees and he's to give him advice and consent on what to cut are billionaires.
Yep.
People like Jeff Bezos now, then got all the way, the owner of Amazon, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, the biggest tech companies, Facebook and Twitter and SpaceX, and all the money that your taxpayers' dollars, that even black folks pay taxes, are footing Elon Musk to get richer and richer while he's wanting to cut everything from the poor people. So the rich gonna get richer and the poor gonna get poorer. And the same thing on the state level Jeff Landry is doing with the appointment of these all executives over this board to choose how they could be doing the tax code and everything else.
We got a call coming in. Let's see what this caller is talking about. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Good
brother.
morning.
Good morning, brother.
It's a good Friday for me.
Yeah, good Friday, almost like Easter, huh?
Yes, sir. You guess Brother Jay and Brother Paul from Lake Charles.
Yes.
All right now, brother.
talking about Trump cutting all this stuff. Y'all ever watch a movie called Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They on the movie, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Who we gonna call when Trump starts cutting all these programs?
I don't know, brother.
We ain't got nobody to call. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm glad the caller is on the line. You know the new so-called tax situation we got in the state of Louisiana. When Jeff Landry went to the legislative body and asked who gonna help him vote for that tax legislation, which is mostly a sales tax, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the number of African Americans people went along with that and use all kind of excuses. Well, we're gonna put more taxes on digital services and stuff. That gonna be a drop in the bucket for what they trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of our black folks voted with Jeff Landry, and instead of stirred up and try to fight, even if we don't have the numbers to reverse this legislation. You know.
Well, they never come to us and tell us
anything.
This is what in the process.
No town hall, nothing.
Yeah, nothing to say. We need you guys to come and stand up with us. You know, because they too busy looking out for themselves. You know, Jeff Landry done promised them to have a little more money in their little paycheck that they getting from the legislation and things like this. That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
You know, you're not looking out for me. You're only looking out for yourself. And your neck of the wood. And your neck of the wood is your family. You know, and I don't appreciate that. This is why I speak up against the things, all the ills that's happening to me and the people I know, my family. You know, okay, caller, come on.
Well, I was talking about voting for different, for AOC and Brother Jay and all the ones y'all mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all a talk show and a call-in show.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't screen nobody. Y'all don't ask if they're Republican or Democrat, Independent. As long as it's clean and they want to voice their opinion, or even tell the community they got something going on, like Monday, Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
If you know of a parade or assembly somewhere, you can call in and voice it. You know, free broadcast, I call it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
I got a blame
my bad.
game.
The blame game. Mm-hmm.
And I feel sorry for these people in California for the fire.
Yes.
They're spending billions of dollars Monday when they can be putting some of that money in California. But they blame the governor for having no water. Man, it don't rain in California that much.
Even the black mayor of L.A., they blaming her because she was out on a trip to Ghana, to an African country, a country that Trump won't go to.
Yeah.
And they blaming Karen Bass, and she's a good sister.
Yeah, well, how she was supposed to know these fires was supposed to jump off, you know? Nobody knew these fires
what
was
could
going to
she
jump
do
off.
about it as the mayor? She could stand in front of the flames or something? That is so crazy.
But Trump is a Democrat state, so he don't care about it. They talked about him already. So like right now, we're getting ready for a freeze next week.
Yep.
A lot of people going to run water not to have frozen pipes.
Right.
How about the mayor of Lafayette, Mayor President Boulay? If they got low water pressure, who you gonna blame? Because you will have the last freeze they had. It took a while for the pressure to come back up, water pressure, because people in that busted pipes and water with people letting water drip. So the same thing in California. You fighting fire. Even at your own house, if you're taking a shower and somebody floods the toilet, you ain't gonna have no.
You ain't gonna. Your water pressure gonna go away.
Yeah, but California water comes from the Colorado River, though.
Think about the blame game on some stuff. You know, it's so much going on. I don't know where to start it.
Right.
Now, one more thing. The governor, he wants to clean up New Orleans underneath our tent. You saw what he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
He would have bought boxes over there,
yeah.
told the people to put their junk in there. We're going to move you all to something else. All they're doing is putting a Band-Aid on a sore.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
And-
these stitches.
And his history, if you think about Louisiana, and we want some good things to happen to Louisiana, but consistently we want good things. All they do, they support the New Orleans Saints. They give them tax incentive. They give them a lot of money to stay here. But Louisiana is still dead last in economics, you know? And so you're going to have poor people living under the bridge.
Yeah.
Why not take some of that money they're pouring into the Louisiana Superdome or pouring into get those teams to come here and play the Super Bowl, or these companies and so forth? Why don't they say, look, you guys need to contribute to our overall well-being of New Orleans consistently, not just that one-time thing. Because when everything clear, when the Super Bowl will be over with, when everybody could be gone, Mardi Gras is over with, it could be the same damn New Orleans that always ever been.
Yep. And that's all they're trying to do is make a good showing.
Yeah.
You understand
For
me,
people
for the
coming.
Super Bowl, because people gonna be
And
coming
Mardi
from
Gras.
all over. You know, yeah, even Mardi Gras, which I don't
Yeah,
participate.
that's just like doing the terrorism thing. They've been holding money back from New Orleans.
Mardi Gras, New Orleans should be further advanced.
Yes. Yes.
Because every day, not some days, they always got some jazz festival. Bourbon Street always don't never close, 24/7.
Well, where's the money going?
Got something at the door. But
Where's the money going?
Brother Dave, you find out, tell me.
That's what I'm saying. We remember a state senator who said, boy, you know, we get casinos, man, Louisiana will be doing good. Boy, you know, we get all companies, we heard the Republicans say, we get these all companies breaks, man, we're going to be rich and our schools going to flourish. We could be our schools will be number one. Everything Louisiana said and lied to the people that was going to happen never did happen.
Well, right now, Jeff Landry's talking about the bridge in Lake Charles, the bridge in Baton Rouge, and I-49. How long we've been talking about this? At least 20
But
years.
I thought Biden had passed a bill for infrastructure.
Yeah, matter of fact, Jeff Landry is going to be meeting to talk about some infrastructure with some companies and stuff. But here's the thing, man. They're so corrupt, the money's not really flowing to the cities. It's flowing to these big corporations and these mom and pop favorable Republican-owned businesses. That's where the money's flowing. It's not being spread equally.
Well, they got too many tax breaks going on.
Yeah, yeah.
This is why we can't get nothing from large corporations, because they getting the tax break. We paying taxes, we buying their goods, and they still not putting it back into the state that they ruining. You know, because
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Have y'all seen that Phillips 66 commercial they run?
No.
Brother Jay, you more into computers and on the air with online stuff. How about that TikTok, man? Try to explain to people about TikTok. Because Trump wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah,
But when he found out it helped his campaign,
right. And,
he don't want to get rid of it.
and then he gonna what they call that when you put a ransom on something? He gonna squeeze some money out of him too.
Yeah.
They gonna agree to give him so many millions of dollars to pay off some of them campaign stuff. So that's where he go. Trump goes where the money, whether it's corrupt or not non-corrupt, that's him. You know, and that's what he probably pushed legislation, and he got the votes, he got the numbers in the Congress to reverse the Biden administration on TikTok.
yes.
Well, I'm not against him. I'm just saying what Trump going to do as long as it benefit him, you know.
Well, from what I'm understanding, and I'm not that much into the electronic part of it, that you could do so much more with TikTok, you know.
Yeah.
And these youngsters are really into it. You know, I was watching AOC, and they had a comic section, you know, and I liked it. But the thing of it is, it could also misuse a
Yeah.
person, you
Yeah.
know, and that's what I disagree with. I don't like the way it misused the people that they got their number or the people that they know. You could change the voice. You could make the
Right.
voice, you know, be whatever you want to do and put it on a different body.
Yeah, there's one out there with Obama smoking weed, and I mean, he did smoke. He admits.
Well-
but you know, they got him. They got him in the modern day smoking weed and drinking and cutting up. You know, and it's funny, but it's not. It goes when you use somebody's image and likeness. That's the thing with
Yeah.
these companies. And but not only that, my brother called on the phone. TikTok, just like every other company, whether it's Chinese owned or Russian owned, they can get your data, your information, based on your credit card and history, and use it the way they see fit. That's the problem I have with these technology companies. You know,
And they're not going at the rich. They're going
Going after-
after the middle class that have a little money that they could get and get all of it, you know. Caller?
It's just sad, man.
Yeah.
Because I might be saying it wrong. AI,
yeah,
they could take just what you just got to say. They could take y'all's face and put it on another body and
Yeah.
do y'all show what y'all doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
You never
Oh, yeah.
know.
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, that's
You know?
that's the thing. The future is dicey out there. You know,
It's very scary,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you know,
Because
I look at sometime I done seen about maybe 3 telephone booths, you know, that's still up on the corners where when we had our pagers or beepers, whatever they wanted to call them, I always call them pager, you know, because a pager is for a business person, a beep is for, you know, just anything. And I still see these phone booths, and I keep saying I was going to stop and take a picture of one of
That
these
is a rare
phone booths
thing.
because that's they're not usable, but that used to be our line of communication.
I like that, and the call us some more. We got so much information, but some of the things that make you say go, What y'all think about y'all governor flying around in a $5.5 million plane purchased through the Louisiana State Police for the state police to fly him around? He flew him to D.C. To give testimony for infrastructure stuff that's going on before Congress, and also to visit with President Trump in Mar-a-Lago. So what y'all think about him flying around in a $5.5 million plane while he moves the homeless and well, let's say unhoused. They don't want to call them homeless. They want to call them unhoused people out of New Orleans. What y'all think about that?
Well,
you know, I call him a little Trump because he thinks the Louisiana State Police is civil service for
Yeah.
him. I mean,
It's personal, yeah.
security for him. You know, I want to ask Brother Paul why I'm on the air now. Since Trump won and going to be sworn in Monday, what the people saying about Lake Charles? They going to get what he promised them to fix Lake Charles for the hurricane?
Yeah, they still waiting 4 years ago.
You heard that?
So he's still waiting. He ain't finna do nothing, man. Yeah, we got some concerns over here because we got a lot of trouble. Because in the news lately, about a week ago, they had trouble with security. They hired some people. Private security, plus already got a resource officer being involved.
Right.
So
Okay.
They paid the company, then they went bankrupt.
okay.
Now, employees, so they had to rush to try to find other security. We see that's a problem. The last that's where the money is.
Okay.
And that's why I can't get to where it belongs in the classroom. And that's why where we at in the education.
Caller, I see you calling, but I can't put you on hold just yet. You have to call back. And when the call on the phone get off, you could call back.
Yeah, you're rolling on a 2-hour edition.
Listen,
Congratulations,
yes.
Brother Wallace, y'all. 2 hours here on AOC Community Media.
Yes. So what you think about the 2 hours, caller?
Start today?
Start today.
Okay. Well, like I said, a lot of other people, not a lot of other people, got another show on Wednesdays. Come there. It's just a Republican, I call it a bleed over
Yeah.
of Fox News.
Yeah.
If you can't, not that you can't call them, but if you don't agree with them, they won't answer your call or they're going to hang up or block you.
Not necessarily Fox, fixed news.
Yeah,
Fixed news, like they call it. You know?
Okay, caller. Let this other caller come in, and as we go along, you know, you have other things that you need to bring up or say. You're welcome to call back. But this caller trying to get in, so let him get in, and
I'm going to take listen on the side.
all right, thank you. Hey,
All right.
we appreciate your call. Always calling the Community Matters Show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You, man.
If I don't call back, y'all stay warm.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to anyway. You know. Okay, caller, you could call back now that he's off the phone. Sorry about that. I don't know how to put you on hold yet. I guess I'm going to have to get with the staff here and let them show me how to really do the phone, you know. But tell me what y'all think about the extra hour we got now. Because that first hour was going by so fast. Okay, let's see what this caller's talking about. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
How y'all doing? Hey, Mr. Leroy, Nat Turner.
Hey, what's going on, Brother Nat? What's happening, Brother Nat from Alexandria, man? Thank you, man, for calling in.
Yes, sir.
Red P, the call.
This AI stuff that's going on,
Yes, sir.
they warned us already these movies. You remember Terminator, right?
Right.
That was AI.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We
Oh,
didn't,
yeah.
we didn't pay attention to it then because we probably didn't think it was going to happen.
Right.
But pretty soon, AI is going to take over jobs and everything. You can go to some banks now, and they have an AI teller. When you talk to some lady on the
Right.
on the teller machine, and the only thing they're doing is putting us in a hard position.
Yes.
We're going to be like slaves.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Work 12 or 13 hours a day, 30 minutes break, and then go back home.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is start creating our own jobs where we can
Yeah.
try to.
Yeah.
We're not going to get away from AI,
Right.
but I think we need to try to get our own jobs where we don't have to depend on them so much.
Well, caller, here's my concern, and I talked with our sister Salita about this thing. When you have the people that are going to be at the inauguration of whatever his name is, the top people in tech going to be over there sitting at the table. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, where I spent all my money sometimes, I regret. Mark Zuckerberg, where our stream right now is live on his platform, and Elon Musk, who getting all the government welfare from the taxpayers. Those people could be in charge of all this technology and the AI, and that is a problem. And brother, I agree with you about AI becoming more and more troubling. And I am a tech person.
Yes.
Well, yes, sir. I know I can't beat it.
Yeah.
I know I can't beat it, so I buy stock in that company then.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I can't beat it. There's no way we can beat them people. They got it mapped out, and they're going to make the working class. We're going to be slaves.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're going to be slaves to computers.
Yes, sir.
Well,
We're going to be slaves to.
I say we're gonna be under dictatorship. You know.
Well, I'm serious. I go great.
It was all mapped out 20 years ago. 20, might be 30 years ago. It was already mapped out.
Yes,
and we're
sir.
going to be digital slaves. That's all we're going to be.
Yes, sir.
We're going to depend. I drive trucks.
Yes, sir.
These new kids that come in and drive trucks, if you take their Google Maps away from them, they can't go from here.
Right.
They can't go 100. They can't go 100 miles.
I witnessed that personally when one made a erroneous turn in my driveway and got stuck in the yard. I live in a rural area, and he didn't know what he was doing. He was driving a big, the cab part, the 18-wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
He had to call a tow truck to get him out. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they rely on it too much.
Yeah.
They don't want to go back to the Atlas. They
Right.
think the Atlas is old school.
Matter of fact, Brother Nat, you're talking to our host, Brother Wallace. He is a truck driver too. Also, and salute both of y'all, brothers, for y'all service.
Well,
if I'm gonna put it like that.
Ex-truck driver. You know, when I was driving truck, the first GPS I had was a TomTom. You know, and I had to pay $500 for it. And guess what? It was for automobile only, you know, and I used it anyway, you know. But
you can't use that on Northeast Corner now. You know that, right?
yeah, well, the thing of it is, I couldn't use it because they had too many low clearance, you know. And I remember I'm coming around. I was somewhere in Tennessee, you know, and I was coming around the curve. And when I get around the curve, hey, 12-3 or something like this here. So a good thing they had a little shopping center. I pull up in the shopping center. The policeman pull up on me. He said, I bet you trying to get around that bridge. I said, yeah. He said, would you follow me? I said, yes, sir. Take me around this bridge, you know. But and New Jersey and New York, man, you can't use a GPS system like talking about it, you know, because a lot of time you can't make a right turn on certain streets because it's a one-way. You have to go down to where they is specified for big rigs, you know.
Yes, sir. And that's where the Atlas come in, you know. If they get that Atlas, it'll tell you what to go to and what not to. You know, so that's why I tell them, hey, still use that Atlas. It's made by man.
Yep.
Still use that Atlas because that AI stuff will lead you wrong.
Yeah.
One of them led me a cow pasture, and I left that GPS right there, and I ain't never used one since.
Yes.
Well,
So,
I used to.
we can't put out.
I used to like to use mine because it tells you how far you had to go, you know, when was your next turn and things like this here. But you have to have common sense with those GPS because it'll lead you into a field or into a road that's no longer there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And sometimes when they would do that to me, I'd say, now you need to learn how to shut up when you don't need to be talking.
Yes, sir.
You know?
We can't put all our eggs in one basket with AI because
Definitely.
AI is made by a man.
Yeah.
That man makes a computer chip. If that computer chip goes down, AI messes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It goes left in a world of turmoil. So I think we should still go back to using great grandmama them recipes and don't learn how to chop wood and plant stuff. Because we don't.
Yes.
We're going to be in the world of trouble.
Yes.
Well, we need to go. Yeah, we need to go back in our yard and learn how to grow our own vegetables. You know that a truck don't have to bring us that's using $5 a gallon diesel. You know, to bring us our goods. You know, and I had a friend of mine come on and explain about growing our own vegetable, making our own garden. And I hope to get him back on soon so he could finish explaining for all those that didn't hear the first time how to get to grow our own vegetables and things like this here. You know?
Yes, sir. See, the old people got to talk to the young people, and the young people got to be willing to listen.
Listen. Yeah.
That's a disconnect. Nobody don't want to go to the old. I mean, nobody don't want to go to the nursing home and learn nothing.
Right.
Well, my mom retired from the nursing home, so I know how to go back and learn stuff.
Yes, sir.
See, nobody don't. They don't know how to tell you north, south, and east and west anymore without the GPS.
Yes. You're right about that.
They don't know about the north star. They don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
See, so we as humans, you know, this phone and this AI stuff has made us lazy. You don't even have to go to the grocery store no more. They bring it to your house.
Yes. Yes.
My God.
Yeah, now I haven't learned that yet. I'd rather go and pick up my own stuff, you know,
Yes, sir.
at the store so I could touch it. I could look at it. I could try it on, you know. But some people,
Yes, sir.
you know, they do the whole household a week worth of grocery, and it come right to your doorstep. Or if you don't want it to come to your doorstep, you could go pick it up and never go in the store. You know, you just pull up to where you're picking up at, and whammo, you got all your stuff
sir.
right there. You know.
And this my last thing. I know y'all radio station. The last thing is it's making our kids. It's dumbing down our kids. They were talking about taking spelling outside of out of the school.
Yeah.
Because you got spell checks on the telephone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yes. And even,
Well,
even
well, you know-
writing, even writing.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
Carla, I've been after the school. They always talk about they want the kids to learn how to read. How they could read something if they can't spell, and most school is not teaching spelling. You know.
Yes, sir. And then how you gonna read something when they ain't got no books?
Okay. Well, not just that. I know a young lady, just one, you know, that she had to go get a driver's license, and they asked her to sign her name on her driver's license, and she didn't know how, and in college, you know. So you know,
Yeah.
we not pushing the school system to teach our kids the right thing, or we not getting our kids home and seeing what they need to know. When I was coming up, I was in 5 or 6 years old. My grandmother had me sitting down there learning how to write my name, you know.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of time,
You know.
a lot of time people say, "Oh man, you got a good handwriting." I thank my grandmother for that, you know.
Yeah.
But
You had no choice back then.
Yeah.
I knew every sign from Alexander to Dallas. I could read every sign from Alexander to Dallas.
Yeah.
My grandfather made sure I could read every sign.
yeah,
You
well,
know, and not only that, but these kids got their head down in their computers. Look at that hump that's growing right there in the back of their neck.
yeah,
I know a lot of people don't pay attention to it, but they got a hump right there in their neck and their back.
yeah,
So they always been down in their cell phone.
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
So,
you know,
y'all take it easy.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
I
driver,
want to hold y'all up.
driver, before you
So
go,
take it easy out there.
driver, before you go, I know you got a doctor's signature. I know you got a doctor's signature. And a doctor's signature because you got so much paperwork to sign for when you get that load you're carrying, where it's going. So if you got to write your name proper on all of them, it ain't gonna. It just take long. So I learned how to write my doctor's signature. You know, and it's so it's so quick. You know.
We want to thank you, Brother Nat, man. Don't be a stranger, man. Hope to have you in there, and hope we could hook you up with Brother Paul from Lake Charles also.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Y'all be careful because that weather.
All right,
Yes, sir. Keep fighting, my brother.
We're not moving next week.
Keep fighting, my
Thank
brother.
Y'all
Keep-
take it easy now.
all right. Thank you for the call. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's,
Rapids Parish.
yeah,
That's the cross.
yeah, that's a good brother. That's a good
Yeah,
brother right
yeah.
there. Always
Yeah.
at the forefront of fighting for our communities.
Well, you know.
Shout out to Selena McCall out there in Alexandria also.
All right, brother Paul, come
Yeah.
on.
You brought up about that technology. I want to share something with you, kind of disturbing. As a matter of fact, I posted up on my Facebook page. There's this young lady at MIT. And when she was doing facial recognize.
Right.
She kept it on her face and wouldn't recognize. But guess what? When she took a mask, she took a mask that was white and put it on. Ding, 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 ding.
Well,
So I'm saying you got to be mindful and careful with this technology. Because whoever build that technology, it take on their personality.
Well, you know, there are several lawsuits already concerning the facial recognizing software that they've been using in some law enforcement department. In Houston, a man was racially profiled and ID'd as a person who previously shoplifted. They arrested an elderly brother. Well, I call him elderly. He in his 60s, pushing late 60s. He's an elderly person. And they arrested him, put him in I think it was the Harris County lockup, and he subsequently got raped in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to file a federal lawsuit, and it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was a facial recognizing software from another company that another company was using.
Mm-hmm.
So you see all the layers involved in that, and how much problems he gonna have, even a lawsuit or even making those holding those responsible, because the police say it was the store that called, and the store said, well, we used the facial recognizing technology from the other store, and we ID'd him as the person who shoplifted, and it wasn't him. You see how messed up that is, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna add a little further. What about creating that Ultimate Soldier or that RoboCop?
Yeah.
That's another.
Well, they already have that Boston Dynamics, the people that make them little dog-looking robots, canine-looking robots. Well, they have constructed a couple of those prototypes for security duty, and they will be trained. Some of them are trained to use weapons and firearms. The United States Army and the military in general has those weapons already. You know.
Well, I say a lot of these wars that's going on is technology war. Everybody wants to be into technology, so they warn against each other. I bet you every technology place where they're making technology at, you can't get in there just walking there. You got to go through security.
Right.
You know, in order to get in those things, to get on a parking lot, you got to go to security. You know, so all these things, when they was making weapons for the Vietnam War, they had security that you had to come through a gate before you could go into the plant.
Well, AI is being used everywhere. It's in full effect right now. I mean, I just saw this past week, Louisiana State Police were giving tickets left and right on Amador Drive in New Iberia. I understand that part. But, you know, they are equipped with license plate readers now. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the controversy while you and I discussed before about whether or not a license plate reader is actually opening up an investigation on a specific car, as opposed to say, well, Wallace, I want to investigate you. Which you say, well, hold up, why you want to investigate me? So when they run your plate, they're actually opening up an investigation on you. And those license plate readers should be just scanning for cars that are got bolos on them, you know, all points bulletins on them.
Yeah.
That's what they should be used. But the cops, and sometimes most of these law enforcement use them to run license plates on everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I see the first time I seen license plate reader was on Parking War. Mm-hmm. You know, they would go through a neighborhood, and if that license plate had tickets, they would boot it. You know.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it, but now I'm understanding a little bit more and more because I went from an old tube TV to a smart TV.
Okay.
And I could look at news in California, everywhere, man.
Your TV could also watch you at your house.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Watch me
and listen to you
yeah,
too.
You know, but
you asked me about TikTok, and I'm gonna let Paul. Paul, he just asked me about TikTok. Well, just today, the Supreme Court uphold the ban on TikTok unless it's sold at the deadline. Unless it's being sold by the deadline when Trump get inaugurated Monday, TikTok will officially be banned from the United States on internet service and so forth. So that happened today. The Supreme Court upheld that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you road court? That's a road court?
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm not necessarily against TikTok because it's China, and they're only doing it because they're enemy of China, right? I'm against it if they divulging my personal information or using it to have people commit suicide and all kind of crazy stuff you see them kids be doing on TikTok. That's the only reason I could be against something like that.
Hey, man, you know, I was always taught that the U.S. was at war with China and things like this here. Well, when I first got my GPS system, you know, I was sitting in my truck one day because I had 2 hours before I could back up to the door. And I'm looking at this thing, man. Guess where it was made at?
China.
In China.
Yeah.
So China got, they made this GPS system, and they put every street, every turn that you was making and things like this here. I said, well, they know everything about us.
Even Elon Musk, who pretends to be all the way MAGA, and maybe they gonna have a MAGA civil war over Elon. He has to be in bed with China because a lot of the technology that he's working with is in China. He got a company in China. Mm-hmm. So all of this is a big facade that they want us to be mad at certain things. They want us to be for against the immigration of these people. They want us to be against China. That's just a big ass facade they want us to be while making us feel on some sort of way while they doing some other nefarious things with these same people that they're against. It's a game. It's a game.
You're exactly right, Valo. That's the whole trick. They demonize people. Even the media demonize. Because they hear it so long, then they fool American people start getting in their thinking with it. Just like the Panama Canal. We're going to start to less about that. All them lies in the window.
Yeah.
And what they trying to do is demonize. That's how they do, demonize a person.
Yeah.
So the people start.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, when they demonize you, they hating on you. They preaching hate against another culture, Hold on, we got another caller coming in. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
I was talking about this. They launched a rocket up yesterday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. It's gonna be. They had a movie, and I can't think of the movie name. Michelle Obama and Barack did it. It's about a satellite. Meaning that y'all talking about GPS. Mm-hmm. That's a movie everybody should watch because people went somewhere and when they knocked the ships, planes was crashing, everything. Mm-hmm. So you got to watch Elon Musk with the rockets.
Yeah,
they can kill everything. Communication.
Yeah,
that's why I tell kids, you're talking about your GPS traveling. Mm-hmm. Go to a state map and look at everything. Try to learn that map. So if you're traveling, use your map.
Yeah.
Don't use that GPS. But I got a granddaughter. She's born and raised in Lafayette. Don't know where her street's at. She just depends on that GPS too much. And I keep trying to tell her that if the GPS go out or you don't have your phone, you got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You'll be lost. So, but you can't tell these young kids nothing.
Oh no, they know it. They know it all. They know it all because they're always on their phone.
I want to ask the caller if you spoke of that same spaceship that was Elon Musk project, right? It actually blew up. Now, how many millions of dollars was lost? And they write it off like, well, that's all part of the technology. We have to win. In order to win some, we got to lose some. But millions of dollars. And when Elon Musk making decision that they got too many poor people we spending money on, we wasting money, and so forth, who not doing this, not doing that. Well, Elon Musk, you're getting welfare from the taxpayers of the United States, and a lot of black folks who you are supposedly against their existence as a racist, right?
Right.
So you lost millions of dollars of taxpayers' money, probably black folks' money too. So what happens to you, Elon Musk? So we got to ask ourselves that question. We got to put logic where logic belongs, And if they could denigrate people of color and poor people, but yet he loses a rocket ship he's testing, millions of dollars, and nobody say, well, Elon Musk, you're starting to lose more and more. He loses a lot of rockets also. I mean, he got a good successful rate but he still loses money when every time one blows up.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're gonna go straight through on our 2 hours, or if we're gonna have a break.
I think we might go straight through.
Yeah, 'cause Skip haven't came back. You know.
Yeah, for that second out.
But
Y'all come not yet.
I'm just there's so much things to touch on.
Yeah.
Michelle not going to the Monday thing
Good thing.
because she said the first time she went, everybody the cameras took more of her pictures and the bad pictures. Plus, when Trump was first sworn on the Bible, he never had people over there that looked like us.
Right.
You know, so why go and say you're going? And he didn't go to the Biden one, but nobody ain't saying nothing about that.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, they never gonna say things like that. That's good. You know, far as I'm concerned, what was that little guy that looked like Bucky? That was campaigning with him and standing up next to him and stuff like this here, with all the teeth in the gum, you know.
The senator from South Carolina.
Yeah.
The one who thought who had the snowflake woman on the side of him.
Yeah. He ain't got nap position.
Yeah.
You
None of
understand?
them. None of them. See what butt kissing gets some of these Negroes, and I hope that they learn that in the Louisiana legislative body too. You know.
Yeah, well, how many of us Jeff Landry got in?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You know, how many of us?
When Jeff Landry does a press conference,
our mayor here in Lafayette have, you know, on
at least she comes to the at least she comes to the events. Call it at least she comes to the events. Huh?
I want to ask you on that apartment to the Southern Bowl. Right on at the three port.
Well, we got Mr. Vincent Pierre. I didn't want to bring up his name. At least we got him a part of it. So
yeah.
I'm proud of that. You call ain't saying nothing. Call ain't gonna say.
Yeah, well, you know, you're right about that. They gave him a title, you know, and I don't understand what the title is. Everybody was in the uproar when Carlos Harvin had minority community affairs or something like this here. And everybody was in the uproar with that. So I guess they put Vince in his place and changed the name to protect the innocent.
Well, Vincent got a lot of power. You know, his claim to fame is the Creole license plate, and I applaud him for that.
No, you got another one.
Yeah,
you got another one.
Yeah.
Juneteenth plate.
Juneteenth plate. Okay.
Yeah, you got another one. Good. You know, going down.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah, so...
That's Brother Paul?
Yeah.
Well, Representative Pierre's, former Representative Pierre's, if he's watching, call us. Give us a call.
Yeah,
man. You know, don't be no stranger. Come on now.
Don't
be like that. Don't be like that.
I guess I'm going to have to go myself and see could I get Mayor Monique Boulay Blanco on the show.
Yeah, she was on. She was on the open line. With us.
Yeah.
That helped. That helped push her over the top. And I think she got enough votes after that.
But I would like to know, you know, her first year in office, how it feels, what she's getting to do, how she's making Lafayette better, Lafayette Parish better. You know, I would like to know these things, and she's welcome to come on to the show. But I see I'm going to have to go and knock on her door myself. You know?
Well, I'm with Sister Khadijah. Sister Khadijah challenged her and went to the city council meeting what administration looked like with the 100,000, all people that don't look like us, she put on her administration, making big bucks, tax dollars, 100,000. She don't have no minorities that fits in, and who put her in there?
Yeah.
The North Side. Because she promised the North Side, like Trump, everything. We've been neglected, we've been this, and I don't see nothing turned over yet.
Well,
it's still the same.
it's not, as far as I'm concerned, it's not just her. It's the people that we voted in office also supposed to be representing the North Side, you know, and she do sign the checks, you know, but I don't see nothing that people that belong to the North Side, you know, are supposed to be representing the North Side. I don't hear nothing that they doing, you know. So you can't blame all of her. You have to blame some of the people, you understand me, that's supposed to be representing the North Side, you know. And you go to them, some of the major things that need to be done is these roads here, these service roads need to be done. Nothing is getting done, you know. And the first thing we're going to holler is a state road. I don't care if it's a state road. You representing that road because it's in your district. So why are you not making noise about getting those things done, you know? But you're going to go and try to take a car that's been parked in the front of somebody's house or in their driveway, you know, tear down a house that needs to be tear down, which all of that is good. But the thing of it is the roads that's tearing up your car, you know, the roads that you got to duck and dodge, Evas Landry Road, you have to duck and dodge potholes. And when it rains, the potholes get bigger, Brother Jay.
Right.
You know?
Right. Wow.
While we talking about the mayor president, she's trying to pick a new chief. Don't you think the public should get involved? Not the whole
Thank you.
Lafayette, North Side or South Side. Just normal people, not elected officials, to talk, ask questions, what they plan to do, at least from each district.
Yeah.
You know, pick a person that want to volunteer, not get paid, and, you know, not no politics, just to ask some questions what the chief is about and what he plans to do to fight crime, to come in my neighborhood and stop the drugs. It's just different things.
Yeah.
But what you're
That's
going to
prophetic.
what you're going to see is the police unions, or not necessarily the police union, or that's the people who going to probably have more influence on who's going to be the chief. And even revamping that whole civil service board, and that they could take the whole consolidated government to revamp the way. I don't know if that falls under that, you know, Brother Wallace. I don't know if that falls under whether or not the city or parish could control who sits on that civil service board, or it's a state thing. You know?
They got different people sit on that civil service board. Even ULL got some people sitting on that civil service board. But the thing of it is, I don't see why we can't vote for our own chief like all the municipalities do. All the municipalities vote for their own chief but us. And Lafayette's supposed to be head of the surrounding.
Well, we don't ours neither. It's appointed by the mayor of Lake Charles.
Oh, yeah?
We don't vote on.
Well, we need to start putting something up. You know, they tell me you got to go through Baton Rouge to get the legislation to approve for us to have a elected chief of police. Well, why are we not trying to do that? Why we got to let one person, you know, make the decision on who's going to be our chief? You know, Glover, Chief Glover, Thomas Glover was the best chief that we ever had. What they did, they got rid of him because he was getting rid of the riffraff within the police department. And they couldn't get rid of the riffraff because the riffraff was
the ones who running
things in the police
undercover,
department.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, go ahead.
Talking about Chief Glover, he did a commercial playing basketball with the boys and at the boys and girls club, and they was black.
Yeah.
So there was some young kids, not hassle them and put them and trying to put them in, but they don't want the chief to do that because these investors are building bigger prisons and they can fill them. So if you teach them kids not to go to prison, they won't make any money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you can't tell these young, because I think they had a shooting in New Iberia yesterday.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
These prisons and jails are getting overcrowded with us, and we helping job security for these people.
That's
the,
what you call
the
it.
judges, the lawyers, the bondsmen, everything
Right.
that we don't have, they make money off.
It's a big industry. It's a big industry.
Well, I'm glad y'all got on that subject, man. We got to
We
see.
tell these brothers nothing
Right.
about these guns. And everything that's killing us, we don't make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, where in New Iberia, they got a gun show. I mean, a gun shop.
Yeah, they got them.
They got a few, but
And they have gun shows. And they have gun shows.
Black people got a gun shop.
no.
No.
They got some illegal gun shows. Are probably more than likely going on that we don't know about.
Well, I know that.
You know.
They can sell them out their trunk and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But it's this idea, everything we have, the guys got all the rims on their cars, the big spokes and all that. We don't sell the rims.
No, right.
Everything that we buy, we don't make.
Right.
Right.
We don't have a shop.
Right.
And I don't want to get on the girls, but the wigs that they or the hair extensions.
Oh, man.
We don't have no shop
Yeah.
that sells wigs.
Right.
All them Vietnamese nail shops
Yeah.
to do your nails. I'm just saying we spend a lot of money or give a lot of money to other people.
To other groups. Yes.
that are-
Yes.
Right.
Speaking about hair and hair extension and wigs and all of that, man, I just happened to go to the Family Dollar. And when I come out the Family Dollar, something told me to go in this new store where the old Piggly Wiggly used to be here in Lafayette. And when I walked in there, I said, whoa, man, this place is shutting down a lot of the little mom and pop Vietnamese stores that was selling that stuff, man. You know, I mean, when you walk in there, it's brainwashing you to the different hairs that they have. They got red, green, blue, all color, man.
Just like in New Iberia, the big one over there on Amador. I mean, the whole thing is people could do what they want, right?
Yeah.
People could dress and get accessories the way they want. The problem is this: we don't see enough of our own people having entrepreneurial spirit of having those types of things. I do believe in that industry, my brother. There's racism in there where some of these African American businesses are trying to open, but they are being shut out by some of these other groups who traditionally been running those types of stores. Just like in the convenience store. Traditionally, the people who run in those convenience stores, you don't see any African American opening convenience stores like that. And it's not by them not trying, but sometimes in that industry, you be shut out from getting permits, you're getting recognition, loans, business loans, and so forth. So it's not all the way just because we just embrace the wrong thing, not in our benefit. Just put it like that.
Yeah, you know, and I know one black that have a storefront selling rims and tires and stuff like this here. I don't know the name of it.
Sometimes they target those business cities, some drug fronts. You know, sometimes they target those businesses.
Yeah, well, this one here name is Harvey, and he do automobile painting and things like this here, and he's very well successful in what he's doing. But the thing of it is, the rims and the tires that he's selling, or he's getting it from people that look like him. No, you know. Right. So all these things, we are allowing other cultures to come into the culture that we belong
And
in.
they take the culture.
Yeah, and move it the way they want
The
it.
fried chicken place in New Iberia that everybody's going to, a new fried chicken place, and I'm not going to mention their names out of respect for those who work there, is owned by another culture. But you would think it's a black-owned situation. You know, and they have learned how to game us to make profits. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but if it's at a disadvantage of another black business, that another group is coming here and gaming us, well, so be it, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
Well, it seemed like they have the knowledge to make the business grow, and everybody have right to be in business. Everybody don't have a right to run a business, or they don't know how to run a business. You know, sometimes they go to the bank borrowing money to open up this business. You know, as soon as they open up the door, they might sell all their product. The next day they're going to try to buy a Cadillac or Mercedes to park in the front of there, you know? And that's not
You're
the
not
way
talking
it's-
about my pastor, huh?
I don't know it. I don't know him, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that
sure.
sound
I'm pretty
like
sure
some-
he's the one. You know.
Even the Catholic priest can't buy the Cadillac, so I used to. But I know my pastor can buy the Cadillac.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a pastor.
But let y'all.
Yeah. I hope we went into the wrong subject.
With the Vietnamese part, they got the hookup or the pipeline directly to the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they get the things very cheap. You know, so that's why they can sell it cheap, and the price is the thing. So like the Mexicans, you go to any Mexican store, they cater. I mean, we buy things, meat and stuff, but they got another pipeline. They cater to the Mexicans.
Right.
You know, the Mexicans have stores that just came in and they're doing good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, that's
Speaking
just
the same language and eating the same, serving the same food. You know.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's just like Africa.
Martin Luther King
Yes, sir.
and who try to, I don't know what it is, they learn something. Our people learn to get together and love each other.
Yes, sir.
Right,
I
right.
agree.
Have a good
100%.
weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you out there.
Always good to hear from my brother.
All right.
Thank you.
You know,
he ended it right with that. That's what he said. That's what we need to do.
you know.
Oh, you forgot about that prayer war on that second prayer.
Oh yeah, I sure did. Cause we, matter of
Yeah,
fact,
we on the second hour already.
yeah, we is on the second hour, and we into it real good. You know,
Oh, man, hey, man, I'd like to thank Vallo, man, for your foresight and vision, man. You making all this happen, man. We all in that area. And Wallace, your country.
Hey,
I'm honored
prayer
to be
warrior.
here.
Yes.
So,
sweetie, hey, I'm here.
We went into the second hour, and you was supposed to read
I
another
didn't know
prayer.
you went into the second hour. I just now got in the car 2 minutes ago.
Okay, well,
But I was wondering how you were going to let me know whether to do the second prayer. Or,
okay, well, come on with it now.
Well,
Really?
I'm in the car, I said.
Oh.
Why don't you let me do it at the end of the show?
Okay,
yeah, close it out.
Okay, so call me like 15 till.
Okay.
So actually, so that can resonate. You know what I mean?
okay, that's this is good.
And Wallace, pray for California's on fire.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yes, ma'am. You know,
Okay, sweetie.
appreciate you.
Yeah, call me back at the last so I can put something down for us that'll resonate and stay with us.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sweetie.
All right. You know, yeah, we have to pray for California. A lot of times that we don't want to understand what's really going on with the people in California, the disasters that's over there. That's just like us with hurricanes and tornadoes and things like this here.
Global warming.
Yep. And a lot of time we have to understand, you know, I wish I could get somebody to sponsor a truck to go there, and we'll collect the water and stuff like this here, because people need more water and food, but the food industry is taking care of that, you know. But the water, man, they never could have enough water, you know.
You know, because they got to truck all their water, and they get their water from the Colorado River.
No, they a lot of their water comes from what they call a place called Arrowhead, you know, and tanker truck go on and pull up on the side of Arrowhead and drop the water in the tank, and then they take it and filter it out and everything. But a lot of the water do come from the Colorado River. But
they got controversy going on that about them what they doing with the Colorado.
Yep, and a lot of it comes from the dam. You know, they got what that dam that's gone, the Hoover Dam, Dam. You know, a lot of water comes from there. They got a dam in Sacramento. A lot of water comes from there. Those plants is sucking up water out the oceans now, you know, and with the wind being so high, they can't control where the water is going, all that fire retardants, you know, and the wind is the one that's really pushing the fire. You get those Santa Ana winds, and those Santa Ana winds ain't nothing nice, you know what I mean? But whatever started that fire, I think it was destructive, a destructive person to do something like that, you know. And like I say, when the wind blow, you don't know which way it's going because you can't show me where it's coming from.
And we want to show our humanity for all those in those California fires, but I know what sticks out also, and people who are always in tragic situation, whether it was New Orleans with Katrina and so forth, you have African Americans suffer double their suffering. There's a small town in that suburb of LA County called Altadena, California, predominantly black area. They basically got burned out. Yeah, you know, so keep that city in mind if y'all have to send things out there. It's called Altadena, California.
Yeah, not just Altadena, Hollywood, Pasadena, Altadena. You know, all those places is on fire. And
Malibu.
Yeah, they have Hispanic, they got blacks, they got whites, they got Asians, they got all these people living among each other, you know. But that's just like here on the north side. It's supposed to be a predominantly black area, but they got whites living over here too, you know. Hispanic living over here. All these different cultures. You got Vietnamese got businesses here on the north side. So you got all these cultures coming together, but it seemed like nobody's really taking advantage of the process that we got going on here, you know? Right. It's crazy, you see? So, I don't know, Brother Paul, you know, your governor is talking about doing that bridge in Lake Charles, and we talked about that 18, 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. I never get you call me, man, why they don't paint the bridge? I say, well, you see somebody coming from somewhere else, they had to recognize something. Just paint on it would have maintained that bridge. But, bro, obviously they got that contamination on that bridge. That's the problem.
Oh.
Apparently that your congressman from our area and your area does not drive on that bridge, huh?
No.
United States congressman from the 3rd Congressional District, huh?
Well, you see, that's just like all these elected officials, when they go out of town and everything, they flying. They're not looking at nothing but the clouds. they can't see what's down. And if they see something down, they can't recognize it. This is why I like to travel, and I like to travel on the ground, you know? And when I say I travel on the ground, I could see things. I could recognize things. Man, I'm coming through Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm going by a train yard. The freight that they are moving in that area. And when I say freight, you know, all these container cars, now they're using those containers to build houses and stuff like this here. Nothing but container cars.
Yeah.
Nothing but tanker cars, you know. And they got the box cars is moving too. But to see that, to see how that freight is being moved around, you know. And then you go to Victorville, California, and you get up on the hill and look down, you know, they got a train, they use remote to send them where they have to go. You got 2 or 3 engines pulling, you got 2 or 3 engines in the middle pushing, and then you got 2 engines behind pushing too, you know. So all these things, you know, we don't even know how they moving all this freight, but they moving it, you know. Oh no, partner.
Yeah.
That's one of those scam calls, you know. And I don't know why they called me at the weird time. I guess this is.
They know you're on television.
Yeah, no, they don't know. I had the extra hour this morning.
Yeah.
You know, so. But the thing of it is, I appreciate the extra hour that we get now. You know, we could bring more things to the forefront. You know, those that understand it, fine. Those that don't understand it, it's still okay with me. You know, because there's a lot of things that we have to talk about. You know, I'm still interested in a hospital for the north side, you know. And when I say interested in a hospital, this is something major. Because if you ride around Lafayette, starting from Carmel Boulevard or Carmel Avenue and ride towards Carroll Crow, if you ride all up in that area, you see the construction that's going on. They building apartments. They building subdivisions. And when they start building all these things, before they get through building, they full. They got people occupying them. How hospice general gonna take care of all of that? All the hospital is on the south side, and those hospital buildings on the outside of Lafayette, Brother Jay, they can handle everything that's going on.
Right.
Scott is being built up. Doosan is being built up. Carroll Crow, beyond Carroll Crow, they got a little place in Carroll Crow called Prairie Bars. It's growing. All these things are growing, and we don't have a hospital. Opelousas is 18 or 19 miles from here. But when you get to the main hospital, you got to cross the railroad track. If that railroad track, if that railroad track is blocked, that ambulance got to sit there.
You still have slower infrastructure to get on that side of the town, you see, because they don't have any spaces to move vehicles around Lafayette other than some, Ambassador Cafe, which is jammed up, and so forth. And so you got the throughways jammed up most of the time. So how can you come from one side to the other if you had to,
Right, especially during traffic hours.
Yes.
Man, that throughway is full. University is full, and some of these people hear siren and act like they don't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and a city that's growing and it's got a pretty good rating on how fast Lafayette is growing.
Yeah.
Besides other parts of the states is losing population, Lafayette is basically gaining. You got one of the second largest on-campus enrollment university, University of Louisiana at Lafayette. You got that coupled with a bunch of technical trade schools, South Louisiana Community College. So why wouldn't you want to have a bigger infrastructure to move traffic around Lafayette? So you don't have that. Why not look at the hospital as a priority?
Well, hospital is a manpower.
I was just giving you a background on why you should have a hospital.
Well, I can't remember the year it was, but it's about 10, 12 years ago when they first started talking about building. Hold on. Let's see. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
Yes, hello. This is Yahoo. I would like your Bitcoin, please.
I got some Bitcoin for you. Look them up on Google.
I'm just going to be the next scam caller for you.
Okay.
All right.
How y'all doing? I just heard y'all talking about traffic. I don't know much about politics, but man, when are they gonna fix those exits on Evangeline? Like I go to bring my girlfriend to Prejean, and I have to take University all the way, and I see all these 18-wheelers doing the same thing because you can't easily get from I-10 right now onto 49 if you're going east and want to go north, or west and want to go south. And that was like a month ago. And so the other day, I kind of went and inspected it just to see, like, what's the holdup here? And I'm telling y'all, it's paperwork. That's why we need Elon Musk's Office of Efficiency or whatever.
The chainsaw.
Go and sign a little paper.
Well, caller, you're exactly right. It seemed like the educated engineers, claim that this gonna make traffic move, but seem like the educated engineer put you stuck in traffic,
Yeah, that's the truth.
Back in '96, I used to go fishing to Morgan City and stuff like this here. And, man, we riding down 90, moving real good. All of a sudden, brake lights come on. Everybody got to stop because somebody want to make a right or left-hand turn. And they got all kind of dirt on the side of this road. You understand me? That they could put turn lane. But they put them now, I guess because people is complaining about how they have to come to a complete stop, to let somebody turn, make a right or left turn. So the engineers that educated, not always the smartest cookie in the jar,
Well, maybe they just don't want to grow Lafayette like that. That's another reason. And people just want to grow a certain way. They don't want, you put up a super highway, all of a sudden you might have more and more of people living under the bridge.
Yeah. Well, people that's in office, they need to stop flying around, and drive certain places that they could drive so they could see other than a cloud, because it seems like that's what they're doing, living in a cloud,
Did y'all see that news item where, the rich folks, they're talking about carbon credits and everything. And, these folks taking their private jets everywhere, they used up their year's worth of carbon credits in like 9 minutes.
Well, the Louisiana legislative body was just having convenient a hearing on that and say, man, we got to get our carbon money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least they know what they're after is money.
But I think you hit on it because, with regard to infrastructure, I think there's this like design inertia that comes into play. And, like in Lafayette, I feel like driving around Lafayette is a perfect example because there's just so many of these. I went to this lecture one time, and this guy, this civil engineer, was calling it a strode, where it wants to be a street and a road. A street has stuff on it, and a road takes you places.
Right.
And, in Lafayette, we have all these places where that's how you get from point A to point B, but all along it, you have your businesses and
Right.
your destination, and it just causes traffic to, bottle up. And you would think we could design something better where you have, I don't know.
They don't want to grow it. They want the money, but they don't want to grow it where it could expand. Will serve people.
We don't want to design. We want everybody to be able to get right to where they're going every time. In their little car. But it would probably make more sense if we had blocks with, some sort of mall-like thing. You park on that block, and then you might have to walk a little way.
Right.
Or maybe you have a little, like the airport, they have a little tram that'll come pick you up and bring you to the other side of the block.
This area is they're not willing to they're not willing to give up their guns. They're not willing to give up the cars.
And that is the truth. I think we're all. I'm running to the bank to try to, pay a couple bills. I'm guilty of it too. It's just nice to have our little suit of armor and scoot around and go wherever we want at a moment's notice. And I would be loath to give it up. But that's where we got to design better.
Yes, sir.
We have to bring better design to our roads.
Over there, y'all got the included. Now,
so what are y'all's predictions for this year? We going to get some healthier people. We're going to get some vaccines with some vitamin C in it or something like that.
My prediction: we will finally get to meet the aliens, because I say that enough is enough. They're saying enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the aliens are gonna be like, look, guys,
you humans,
we're gonna show ourselves.
Yeah.
Y'all need some help.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, Carla, the things that you're talking about. I think I was talking about a hospital north of I-10, east of University, west of Louisiana Avenue, down that corridor there to Carencro, somewhere around Carencro. And I think this would be a wonderful thing. Not an urgent care center. I'm talking about a hospital with emergency access. A hospital that could handle a bad accident on I-10, I-49. A hospital that could handle somebody that's 2 or 3 people that's hurt. Where an ambulance don't have to go to Carencro and pick them up and bring them to Oxnard or Lady of Lud, or even the Heart Hospital and things like this here,
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And it's kind of funny. It's like the opposite problem from these roads, with a little, all these little businesses everywhere. We have these giant hospitals that expand, and what we really need are, not an urgent care, but a satellite, an actual emergency room, maybe not many beds.
Yeah.
But a place with, enough room where they can handle something, and you don't have to airlift somebody to the massive hospital 20 miles away. But those are the sorts of things I think that we need public investment for. And we've talked about before the idea of mental health, and we used to have
That's true.
These mental hospitals that folks could go to or be taken to, when they needed that, and that sort of stuff has just been defunded for decades.
You're seeing more and more people.
You see the folks.
More and more people wilding out on the streets. People doing some strange stuff. I mean, it's lack of mental health facilities, proper mental health facilities. It's the public-private partnership is not really working in the sense that it's supposed to be working when it comes to mental health.
Well, not just mental health. The drugs that they have on the street that's making a lot of these people wig out, wild out, because they done took the wrong kind of drugs. And
smoking that illegal weed or snorting the bath salts. Or something.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
those kind of things, they claim that this is good for you. It's not good for you. Just like the rock cocaine wasn't good for you. No, the not rock cocaine. What's the other stuff that they were smoking?
Crystal meth.
Crystal meth. Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that stuff wasn't good for you because it was synthetic. You know, and when they make something synthetic, it's not benefiting nobody but the dealer. You know, and the dealer is tearing up things in the environment. You know, and man, I see people. I seen one guy burned his eyes out looking at the sun from crystal meth.
Not only that, they clone their eyes out
Yeah.
too. That's another thing I'm seeing in a lot of emergency room talking about people cloning their eyes out and stuff like that.
You know, so hey, bruh, we in a world of trouble, and it seemed like those that got the degree, those that's supposed to be all of that, they are not really looking out for the people that they're supposed to be representing.
Yeah, I agree. And there's this. I think the Democrats have really alienated the average person by, pointing to experts and saying, trust the experts, trust the, which reminds me a lot of that Me Too movement when they said believe all women. We all trust the women. I think that it should be listen to all women, listen to the experts, but don't blindly trust. We should listen to the experts, but at the end of the day, experts can be wrong too. And in fact, many people with higher degrees have a blind spot because they think that degree gives them the ability to understand everything and not just their specific field.
Right. Or the government say, well, we need a survey. A survey for what? You spending $250,000 for a survey that you already know what's going on. You know?
Yeah.
You want to do a study. That's how
I
they.
think that's a lot of our issues really are bureaucratic, and we spend so much money to find out something we already knew, and I think I don't know. We got our work cut out for you.
Look at the boy.
But you're right, Wallace. We I think we're in for a world of hurt if we can find a way to reform. I don't even hear that word anymore.
The speaker's not on.
I feel like
it's
kind of like a bill that pays for itself. You remember that? We said this bill pays for itself. I haven't heard that in 15 years. But look, I think you get another call. I'm gonna hang up and listen. It's always a pleasure to talk to y'all, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, thanks.
All right,
thanks,
thank you.
caller.
Thank
You know.
Okay, y'all have a great New Year.
You
Thank
too.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
You see the audio not working.
Let me just.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
You hearing the audio?
Well, I can hear. Yeah, I hear y'all because it hung up on me.
Well,
You know something? When y'all talking about the throughway, all that. What about the Acadiana Mall? With all them thousands of cars rolled through the valley, that guy said the magic word, which y'all talking about, access. The way it's hard to access in and out of there. That's what killed that mall over there down the throughway. They need to open that corridor up.
Well, the Acadiana Mall, I myself, I don't shop there. I've been there, but you got what you call a mall here, not the mall over here, that they shut down and we're not getting very much access to it. We got a lot of problems, and we
that's unfortunate, Wallace, because they got thousands of cars go down that corridor. That's economic. It goes in that community, that North community.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate, man. Oh,
Yeah.
that's thousands of cars go
Yeah,
out.
the Northgate Mall. We have allowed ourselves to go by the wayside, bruh. And when we allowed ourselves to go by the wayside, shame on us, we're still on. Shame on us, And because we are not looking to do better, we not going to get better. We rather take our money and spend with everybody but our own self, And I got a little saying, we not supposed to be into false idols. False idol, bruh, is, all the things that's taken away from us supposed to be to look good, but we living under the devil worship, That's the way I look at it. Now, I may be wrong. I may be wrong for saying some of the things, but if I'm wrong, I done already said it. I can't take it back. That's just like ringing a bell and try to take the ring out the bell. It's not gonna happen. So, and that's just the way it is. You see, and the show, the Community Matters show, is for everybody, to hear, to enjoy, to wake up the community. This is why I like to ignite our spirit on Friday morning. And I want to send, speaking of igniting spirit, I want to send my well wishes to your mom, Miss Joyce Barlow. I know she's listening. Girl, get up there and, bounce up. Come on, bounce up.
Well, when she's fussing with me, I know she's doing all right.
All right.
Now,
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
And brother Wise, before we go off, I want to bring a very important issue
Come on.
in as we talk about justice in 2025. And we heard the call actually what our predictions by 20. But mine, on a serious note, will be more focused on whether or not we're going to still be seeking justice. And as in the case of first
Green.
of all, we former district attorney out of Maryland, Marilyn Mosley, she did not get a pardon by
Biden.
Biden. And we should be all concerning about that. One thing about the Democrats and the previous call just said the Democrats, they blew a whole lot of stuff. And I'm not talking about the good people within the Democratic Party who want to fight for justice, such as Brother Paul and others. We talking about the leadership, the Democrats from the top to the bottom. Some of the stuff that made me not be a Democrat, registered Democrat, but more of a registered independent, still voting Democratic issues. Now, going back to Around the Green, Brother Paul. That's the phone?
No.
No, go ahead, Ron.
The
Go
United States Attorney, the Western District of Louisiana, is an African American. He had a chance to do something. I don't know if he had to wait for the Biden administration to do something. The Biden administration under Merrick Garland did not do anything significant. We went and attended several town hall meetings, even ones that were supposed to be scheduled in Lafayette that did not happen, and nothing came out of it. It was much to do about nothing. People were angry. People showed up at these meetings. Nothing came out of it. We're still waiting for the Justice Department to give their suggestion on what they're going to do with the Louisiana State
I got
Police.
a question, Don.
Go ahead, my brother.
Who is that U.S. attorney? Still that lady?
The U.S. Attorney for the Western District is a brother, a black man.
It used to be a woman. It used to be a woman.
No, a black man out of Shreveport. He was.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
right.
he's stepping down also, like all of them stepping down. So much to do by the big ass nothing. I'm sorry for cursing. That really upsets me. Ronald Green case was so egregious that a person could be pulled out of the car and beaten to death, and nothing was done. with all the fanfare, the rallies, the protests, Brother Wallace,
Right.
nothing was done. So I'm going to leave it at that. People pay attention in 2025 about justice. That's an important thing.
Well, look at that guy that got they beat up in that correctional center.
Yes, in
That-
New York City.
Yeah, New
Yes.
York City. You know, all these things, you know, they didn't have the audio in what they were showing, but they had the audio of what they was doing, you know, and everybody that was there should be charged for it because you didn't try to stop
Right.
the
That's
violence.
right. Especially after the fact.
Yeah,
You correct,
you
Rob.
know, and that's what they doing. You know, they take their case to a white judge, you know, a white district attorney. Everything is white. The white people that's beating up on black folks and things like this here, and they're not really doing anything about it. You know, they letting these guys off. You know, with justification of what they did and stuff like this here.
Brother
So-
Wallace, I know. Listen, his name was to Brother Paul was Brandon. Here's his middle name, Bonaparte. You got a Napoleon middle name, Brown. Brandon Brown is the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Louisiana. Mr. Brown oversees the investigation and litigation of all criminal and civil cases brought on behalf of the United States government in the Western District. Wow, Brandon, you didn't do a very good job concerning Ronald Green. Okay, I just want to let the public
Wait,
know.
what about that case went down in Marksville with them two officers? They got 50 years.
Well, that's black officers, and they killed a little white kid, in which I'm not saying was right.
he was in the
Was
car.
right,
I
but we
know
just
that.
saw how justice is meted out. You know, there was a big outcry from all communities on that. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back with the prayer warrior
Okay.
so
Yeah.
she could.
Yeah, let her come in if she
Yeah.
got it.
I don't know. You here?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ready? You ready to close it out with igniting
Yes,
spirit?
I am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And I am Ruby Nell, your prayer warrior. And I'm going to read you guys 2 quotes going out the show today. And it says, rejoice and be thankful. As you walk with me through this day, practice trusting and thanking me all along the way. Trust is a channel through which my peace flows unto you. Thankfulness lifts you above your circumstances. I do my best work through people with grateful, trusting hearts. Rather than planning and evaluating, practice trusting and thanking me continually. This is a paradigm shift that will revolutionize your life. This is a time in your life when you must learn to let go of loved ones, possessions of control. In order to let go of something that is precious to you, you need to rest in my presence where you are complete. Take time to bask in the light of my love. As you relax more and more, your grasping hand gradually opens up, releasing your prized possession into my care. You can feel secure even in the midst of catalytic changes through awareness of my continual presence. As one who never leaves you is the same one who never changes. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. As you release more and more into my care, as you release yourself more and more into my care, remember that I never let go of your hand. Herein lies your security, which no one or no circumstances can take from you. Now this can be found in Psalms 89:15, Hebrews 13:8, Isaiah 41:13, and the first one I read, Philippians 4:4, Psalms 95, 1-2, Psalms 9-10, and Corinthians 2-14.
Okay.
That
Oh,
awareness, you
powerful.
guys, we have to think about that because that's the only tolerance, actually.
Yeah, that's powerful,
George,
sis.
because
Powerful.
California's burning.
Oh yeah, and you know, not just burning, but the air quality is unhealthy. You know, keep yourself mask up, keep yourself prayed up, because we're gonna keep ourselves prayed up here to make sure that all things come together for us.
Justice for California.
Yeah, for
And
California.
no one can beat us, sweetie, because the show, I'm so proud of the show. The show is almost like sitting down at college when I used to go to college. Because I learn something every time I listen to the Family Matters show.
Okay, thank you.
I learn all
Thank you.
kinds of things from you, Brother Jay, Brother Paul, the people that call in. It's very informative, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Well,
I can see that you guys are on top of most things.
yes. Yeah, we
I'm
tried.
proud of you, and just a reminder that we know who to trust
Yes.
All right.
because
All
we
right.
can't lose.
Okay.
With
Well,
what we use, God, we cannot lose.
you know, baby girl, our favorite prayer warrior, our igniter of our spirit. You know, we're gonna have to start closing up the show because now our 2 hours is running out. Love you for all that you do for the Community Matters show. Stay up, and we'll talk later.
And be safe.
Okay, I
Be
love you
safe.
guys. I appreciate you
Thank
guys.
you.
Be
All
safe.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Brother Jay, you know,
Yeah.
we done brought it down. We took 2 hours.
Man, that was a fast 2 hours, man.
Oh man, now you still complaining. What I need to go for a third hour?
8 hours.
You know,
Man, it's so enormous, my brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got so much things going on, Brother Paul.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
know,
brother.
And like I said, you know, I thank AOC and the directors that allow us to be on extra
Yeah,
hour.
I thank them too, brother.
You
They
know?
some power great people, man.
Yeah, and I want to thank Brother Jay Moso, because Brother Jay is the one that really got me into this here, you know, and by him getting me into it, I took the initiative to go with him, you know, and he's on. He's into the communication thing. You know, he spends money trying to make his production better than what it was yesterday. I haven't seen him go and buy that new Mercedes yet,
No,
or nothing
no,
like this
that
here.
ain't
You know,
gonna happen.
he take his money and invest it back into his equipment to make it better than what he has made it. And I appreciate him for that. Brother Jay, we got a minute. You
Yes,
got
sir.
anything you want to
I
say?
really appreciate you, Brother Wallace, and for this inaugural 2-hour show coming up in 2025 with all the stuff that we mentioned, the crazy, the good stuff, and the bad stuff. We still got to keep fighting. We got to continue to keep fighting. Brother
That's
Paul,
right.
I appreciate you. I'm so glad, Brother
Well, I'll be
Brother
a slave. I'll be
Nat
dead in
called.
my grave and go see my maker.
Nat called
Oh,
from
I'll be a
Alexandria
slave.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and other people. So hopefully we have a round table one day.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, you guys go out and have a great Martin Luther King holiday.
Yes.
Put the guns down. We don't need guns. Dr. King wasn't into violence. You know, let's stop being violent among ourselves. You know, try to love each other. And love is not between the sheets. Love is not just between a man and a woman. Love is
Agape,
love.
agape.
Love is
Agape.
love all, you know. I tell Brother Jay I love him too. You know what I mean? And guess what? He ain't funny, neither am I. You know? So
Telling jokes at that caller who called and joked about the Bitcoins. I know.
yeah.
Look it up on Google.
Yeah. So, you know,
Y'all come back now, you hear?
All
Free,
right.
Let's free the rain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, and appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Until next Friday, we're going to say sayonara.
Hey, wow.
Yes, sir.
I want to share. You know that guy called? I think that was Dustin.
No.
That guy.
Don't start.
When we have the food